I'm back for another video. My name is Josh Kasich, and today is my Neon Genesis Evangelion review. Now, this is an interesting anime. It's kind of weird. So it takes place in the year 2015, and the Earth is being attacked or is in danger of destruction by these things called or dubbed the Angels. But they're no angels. They're like monster-like creatures trying to destroy the world. And you have this organization called Nerv, ran by Gendou Ikari, and he runs this organization. And he has scientists and a bunch of other people. The chief scientist is, sorry about that, I had to cut off. But where I left off was I was talking about the scientists, and specifically the chief scientist. The chief scientist is named Ritsuko. That's how it's spelled. It's Ritsuko, and I think that's how it's pronounced. Ritsuko. It's been a while since I've seen this series, so I'm trying to base it off of how it's pronounced. But I'm pretty sure it's Ritsuko. But yeah, and then his chief, person who kind of runs the battle scenes and all that stuff, who's in charge of that, is Misato Katsuragi. Now, she's one of the first characters we actually get introduced to. Now, the main character of this story is Gendou's son, Shinji. Yeah, I think it's pronounced Shinji, right? It's been a while since I've seen this, so Shinji Ikari. And why he gets asked by his father to join this organization, because they have these robots that we find are technically living and are actually designed from an angel that Nerv is actually captured and that's in their base, and so these are called Evangelions, and he needs pilots to bring Gendou needs pilots to bring out the true potential of these Evangelions, and so his son is actually one of those pilots. He gets brought in to use the Type 1, meaning like the first generation of the Evangelion. And so he gets thrust into these battles. He moves to this city where Nerv is, and he actually lives with Misato, and he joins his force. Two other characters who run Evangelions. We got Asuka Langsley. She's from Germany, and she also lives with eventually lives with Misato and Shinji, and she does not like Shinji at all. They pretty do not like each other. It's pretty bad. Although it's they don't like each other, but you think they might end up together. It's a very weird thing. They even technically kiss, but she thought it was gross or whatever. But another one is Ray, and she was the first pilot actually to be at Nerv before Shinji, and she is weird because she's actually a clone, and there's multiples of her in like a tank at Nerv. Kind of creepy. Very weird. And then a fourth pilot, but he didn't get very much action because in his first battle he gets injured, and it's one of Shinji's classmates because they actually go to school while being pilots. And it's a very interesting concept. So they definitely have to go, battle angels and then also go to school. So, and a very interesting concept, but this show is just depressing. It's the ending is just, why? What was the writer thinking. It's so depressing. And not because the characters die or anything. Well, there is technically a character that dies, but that's not why it's depressing. It's depressing because of the mental states of the characters and how it kind of just ends on that mental state. Like he has it main focuses on like Shinji's like mind and like what is his choice, and like because he never really wanted to be a pilot, and you know he's thrust into this, and it's very depressing to the point where it's really hard to enjoy this show. The beginning of the show is, I think, great. I think it's definitely interesting, it has good writing, and then it just what why, and because of that ending, it's like it hurts the rest of the show. Like I just can't enjoy the show because of that ending. Like I enjoy the first part, but then the last part I just cannot enjoy. It was just that bad. I mean, I wouldn't. It might not be bad in the sense that it could be considered good writing, but it's just bad because of just like it's just I don't know how to describe it, but it's just bad. I think you should watch the show just to see what it's like, and because it does have an interesting concept, and I think like I said, the first part's enjoyable, but do keep in mind that it's going to get really depressing near at the ending. And so like I said, I think you should at least just watch it once just to see what it's like, and that's it. I'm not going to go out of my way to watch the show again, okay? That's just my opinion, but that's, you guys can make your own opinions. I mean, that's just my opinion. If you go watch it and see what it's like, that's up to you, alright? Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. If you're new, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified from next upload. My YouTube channel website link, my Twitter, my Snapchat, are all in the description as always. And thank you. Goodbye.